Because oftentimes what happens is people talk about like their journeys and how they've grown, but there's really no focus on what happened in between that. Like people try to gloss over, how someone who was a sinner maybe have taken a bunch of drugs or done illicit things and behaviors. And I just want to give a spotlight of that through this character. And it's kind of sad because there's definitely a space for these interesting characters. And there is a desire for connection and for the hardships to be shown to people. Like, people want to see hardships not because they're dark people, but because they've gone through their own hardships in their own world, in their own lives. Like, and perhaps in seeing a character go through their own hardships, they can feel convicted to do better themselves, or at the very least, not feel alone in what it is they're going through. And that's what I want to depict in the stories I tell. Because this goes back to the whole thing with the satanic panic and that whole 90s era where a bunch of people were saying like, oh, D&D is demonic and this show and that show is demonic and you shouldn't be watching that. And then it's like, but these shows, what we watch, can have such complex storytelling and show such interesting and complex characters that we can relate to them, and we don't have to make the same mistakes if there was some way to show people who are going through and struggling with these things. And then the folly of many people is that they try to rose tint the experience. They try to devalue the experience into it was just this one little mistake, and then it was like night and day. One day I'm all better now and I'm a righteous man or woman now and everything is washed away. But like, no, we need to talk about what happened. We need to show that hardships do happen, and we shouldn't be villainizing people who go through their hardships, but we should be learning from them and giving them grace. Because not everything needs admonishment. Not everything needs. You don't need to shame everything a person goes through. Exactly. Exactly. You get it, Angel. You get it. And I love that you understand. I love it. And it's because some of these stories can be so beautiful, so tragic yet so beautiful. And it's that transcendence of a story that makes people want to do better, want to grow and develop, and strive to be that better version of themselves. And so I feel convicted and I feel drawn to, as an artist, give life and even depict the hard things that people want to push under the rug or dilute down to a basic level when they really deserve something more complex. People deserve to have their stories told. People deserve to have their hardships seen. I mean, it sounds kind of funny, but I also have like this sort of love for romanticism. Like the ancient Greek, Roman, romantic era where it's just this beautiful story, a beautiful tragedy that, it may not have a happy ending or it can have a happy ending, but for the most part, the actual beauty is in the nature of the story itself and how people can strive to be better than they were yesterday or like come out a better person than they were before. And I don't know, I just think there needs to be more romantic stories. Like, I know it's silly, but where's the romance? Where's the strive and desire for growth? Where is the beautiful tragedy that makes you want to grow and develop?